So it is day number 7 of the daily vlog, and today was anticipated to be like 36, 37 degrees, and I was going to go to Changi's, but I figured it's probably too hot. Also, I have like a lot of editing to catch up on, so I was going to stay home and do that. However, today we Gems needed to go shopping and was like, hey, I want to go shopping, and I'm like, okay, you're driving. So here I am. It's been 7 days, and I kind of wanted to reflect on like why I started doing the daily vlog, and a couple of points that I saw in another video that I kind of just want to like mention. So I started doing it because I thought I wouldn't have enough time, and allegedly if you commit to it, you'll just do it and it'll be fine. And you know, that's kind of been all good. I haven't really felt like I've been staying up late trying to edit these videos. I've had work and I've still been able to like get them out. So it's actually been not too bad. I mean, they're short. Some of them are really short, but they seem fine. The other thing I wanted to talk about, I was watching this YouTube video about this guy, this photographer who was like struggling with his art, and he is in particular like an artist. So he's the kind of person who has like the big camera, and you need to methodically think about like the photo that you're going to take. So he was saying that he's been struggling because he'll like do all this effort, put it all in, and then it's not quite there. And he started listening to this therapist talking about how creatives deal with being creative. And he had an acronym called HIPAA, and there were a couple of points that I kind of figured that I should take on board every time I shoot a daily vlog. HIPA, and each one like stands for a unique thing that you should be striving for. So H was for humility, like you need to understand that as a creative, like you might be really good at being creative, but everything else you're pretty run-of-the-mill, like there's nothing special. You need to understand that, and don't like think that, oh, your work is incredible. Which leads into like the next one, the I, which is ignorance. Like the stuff that you make, you need to keep it in a state where it's just something you make. It's not, you need to be ignorant about like its quality. Like it's not gold that you produce with your bare hands. It's like, it's just work that you do, and it's not anything special. And I see a lot of creatives falling into like the YouTube rabbit hole where they have their main channel and they do all their videos, and then they start a second channel for the less polished stuff. But then their main channel, they don't make any edits anymore because they just rather post it to the second channel. And then in a couple of cases, I've seen it get even worse, where they spin up a third channel for like the even lower quality stuff, but the quality keeps moving up. So the third channel videos are basically the same as the first channel videos, and it kind of defeats the purpose. The third item is, he calls it poverty, but I don't necessarily think that that's the best way to think about it. The idea that he was trying to illustrate was that when you make something, you start off with something that's not great, and then you like polish it and polish it and polish it until it's like this standout thing. But then when it comes to creating the next thing, you start with that initial step and it's not great, and then you compare it to like your previous projects and you're like, I probably should give up, like I'm way better than this. And so I guess the point that he's getting behind poverty is you need to understand that every time you create something, at the end of every day, there's nothing. So you need to behave the same way or consistently every single day to make your thing, or to like think about your creation. Because if you like let something slide, or you've already done this, so let's not do it again because it's already been done. Like that's how you start like declining in your quality, because it needs to be something that you think about every day. It's anonymity. You need to be producing your art or your creations without an expectation of applause or like the community or anything like that. Like everything you make, you need to make it in a black hole. You shouldn't like expect that applause, because if you don't get it, it's just going to be really depressing, and it's really going to affect your art. This framework was originally brought up by this therapist who I can't remember the name of. I'm going to link the video that I saw and the documentary that it's like based off of in the description, so that I don't forget about it. A lot of the time when I'm creating stuff, I really have to think back to this, because it does make it a little bit easier to like not go over the top with whatever you're making, and think about it. Don't become full of yourself. You're not like some special person. Don't believe that only I can make this thing. Like, you're going to be able to do whatever. Keep it anonymous. You shouldn't expect applause at the end of every day. Make sure, like, know that tomorrow it's going to be completely different, so you're going to need to build yourself back up every single day. It's not going to change. And these kind of points I've found have been a little bit more helpful in thinking about like doing these vlogs, that I don't have to like overthink it or anything like that. Like, I can spend time editing it and it's going to be okay, but like, I don't feel like I need to show anyone for that applause. Like, it may not be that great, and every single time I make one of these, I don't have to think about like the previous videos and try and like meet that standard. I'm meeting my own standard every single time. But, you know, it's a silly little vlog that probably only a couple of people are going to see, so I shouldn't really need to think that much of it, and I shouldn't be expecting applause. Anyways, that's pretty much all that was going to go on today. I just wanted to have a talk about this, and yeah, bye-bye.